Assalamu alaikum friends. Today I bring ninth part of inventory management software using Excel VBA, and in today's video we will learn how to create a dynamic and totally automated issue watcher. This issue watcher will be created on just clicking a button. For that I have created this uh, partial format for issue watcher, and the remaining will be added according to our coding, and it will be then exported to PDF file. So before I start, I would like to request you to please subscribe our channel if you still did not subscribe, and press the bell icon so that you can get the latest notification of our videos. And before we start, one thing we have to do is we have to create a dynamic name range. For that you know that we have to go name manager, and you can see iWatcher. This is the name of the dynamic range, and here you can see we have created this dynamic name range which cover 4 rows extra than our data. Why I create like this? Because I want that when I will add the products here, so it give me extra 4 rows, and after extra 4 rows these designation should be added, so that there should be a space between products ending and then this designation, and then they can sign here. So how to create this dynamic name range? For that you have to watch our first part of this series, where I have explained in detail that how to create dynamic name range, from where you can learn that. Now another name range I have created. This is not dynamic, this is just a name range I've created for these names of employees, because these names will be populated in our combo box of our user form, so that we can select one of them to enter the our issue watcher. So now let's start. This dynamic naming range is already created, partial format is already created, name is already given there. Now we'll go to our coding part. We'll click Visual Basic, and for that I have created another form, user form number 4. This is the form. This is the similar to the form we have created for receiving the product. So all the buttons are similar, no need to learn all the buttons. We will learn only one button, which is create watcher. It is totally different what we have learned so far. So for that I will double click this, and I have already pasted here the coding, which I will explain you in detail. First of all, we will deactivate some function, calculation, enable elements, and screen updating, and after end of this coding we will reactivate all this. It is just to expedite our macro. Okay, then we have typed here sheet watcher dot range a9 to a100 in dot entire row dot delete. It means that this our products details started from row 9. So from row 9 up to row 100, whatever data is available here will be deleted, if any data is there for previous watcher. Okay, then we type sheet watcher dot range b3 dot value is equal to text box 1 dot value. Text box 1 is our watcher number, and b3 is our watcher number in Excel sheet. Okay, and b4 is our date, and dt picker 1, this is b4 is our date in Excel sheet, and dt picker 1 is our date in our user form. Then E3, you can see here, this is the location that where this material is being issued. So this we are getting from our list box. How we are getting from list box, I will just show you that if I search a voucher number 1, which I already added in our record, you can see the 8 number column is the location. So this record, this in our voucher, this location will come from our list box. So our top section will be completed here. Then we will type this on error resume next. It is to avoid any error, because when this voucher will be completed, and before searching any voucher number and displaying in the list box, if you will click this create voucher, it will give you the error. So to avoid this error, we type this code on error resume next. Then dim last row as long, this variable last row, and LB as long is our list box loop. So for LB is equal to 1 to list box 1 dot list count -1. -1 why we type, because I informed before that list box row and column start from 0, while our Excel sheet rows and columns start from 1. So to equate that, we have to -1 column from list box. Then we type last row is equal to sheet voucher dot range a and rows dot count dot n xlf dot row. It is to find, this line is to find the last row of our Excel sheet. Then we have typed sheet voucher dot cells last row plus 1 column 1 is equal to me list box 1 dot list LB column 1. It means the first column of our voucher, which is this, first column of our voucher will be filled from the first column of our list box. Second column of our voucher will be filled from our list box column 2. Similarly, other columns also. So this part will fill our products area. This product area will be filled by this code. Then we have can see that we have create border around, because right now you can see there is no border here. So if it will be without any border, it doesn't look good. So for that, we type first of all worksheet voucher dot cells last row, and it is dynamic. It is not simple, that because we do not know our products will go up to which row. So that is why it is dynamic, and we created last row plus 1 column 1 dot border around dot color index is equal to 1. So what it will do is all 5 columns will be bordered up to the last row where your data is entered. Okay, then we end this loop. Next LB, we end this loop. Now in this section, what we will do is we will add this designation after adding the product. And I told you in the beginning that I have given 4 rows or 4 empty rows before adding this designation. So here you will come to know how that. First of all, we type this code to find out the last row LR. Then sheet voucher dot cells LR plus 4, as I mentioned in my earlier statement, that it should be after 4 rows this will be added. Dot value is equal to sheet voucher dot range G1 dot value. What is G1? G1 is this. This is the G1. First row and the column G. Because the after adding the product and after 4 rows, 4 empty rows, the next row will be filled with the storekeeper name, which will come from G1. G2 will give us site supervisor, G3 received by, and G4 remarks. So you can see G1, G2, G3, G4 all will be filled first. You can see I type here first column, okay, because it will be added here, and I keep changing the reference of the cells because this is coming from different cells. In second step, it is if I segregate here, these three will be added information because these are only for designation, okay, but what person there, it is not mentioned. So for that we have created sheet watcher dot cells lr plus 4 column 2 dot value is equal to sheet watcher dot range h1 dot value. So here you can see I give column number 2, and here I type h1 h2 because this data is coming from h1 and h2. Storekeeper is Chris and site supervisor Ahmed. So first, because here designation is mentioned, here the name of the people whose designation are mentioned here will be displayed here, okay. So first and second row will be simple h1 and h2, but the third one, the person who received the material, it will be whatever the names will be shown in our list box as I show in the beginning. I'll show you again. You can see if I search voucher number 1, and this is the column 7 where the name of the person is mentioned, so it will be added here where this received by is mentioned. In front of this received by, the name of the person will be shown. So I will go again this. So here you can see I7, it's coming from I7 of the list box. Actually it is not I7, I mentioned 17 because first row of there will be a name of the person. First row means second row of in the list box, okay. First row is in the list in the Excel sheet, but in the list box when we say first row, it should be second row, and the column is 7 will be so this data will come from our list box and will be displayed in our last row plus 6 column, because after 4 column it will be the storekeeper name, after 5 column it will be the supervisor name, and after 6 column the person who received the material. After that I want that this designation, when this designation come here, it should be in bold, should be in bold form. So that is why I type worksheet voucher dot cells lr plus 4 column 1 dot font dot bold is equal to true. You can see 4 5 6 same I have given the row number because this is the row lr row plus 4. So here also same, it is just all these 3 designation will be in bold. Then we will deactivate this so that the because our macro is ending here. Once this voucher is created, it will give you the message box voucher is created, and after that we want that this should be exported to PDF file. For that I have typed sheet voucher dot range iVoucher is our dynamic range which we have created, which I have explained in the beginning, and you can, if you want to learn this how to create this dynamic range, you can watch our first video. So it will help us to export the PDF file only the data which is entered in the voucher. Then dot export fixed format, which is PDF. File name, it is the same location where our file is saved, and we have given the voucher number. Voucher name is issue voucher. Include print properties is equal to true. Ignore print areas is equal to false. Open after publish means one this is open, so it should be published. It's true. So this is the coding to create totally automated issue voucher. Now let us run this. As you can see right now there is no data mentioned here, it's totally blank. Now if I search voucher number 2 and I will search this voucher, you can see this voucher number 2 is, this voucher is coming from our issued sheet. Okay, because we enter the data by this form in issued. After that we will search this voucher and then we'll create voucher. We'll click the create voucher and this message box will appear, and after that this PDF issue voucher should be displayed. So this is the you can see here all the location and date and voucher number, the products and the person who we have entered in this detail, and everything is coming there. And after that in the Excel file also you can see this is the file which was blank before, and now it's complete the voucher. So for today's I think is enough. Inshallah we will meet in next video. If you like this video, please like, and don't forget to subscribe our channel so that we can keep posting such videos. Till then, take care. Bye.